go. Wakey, wakey. Oh, there's a nose. Oh, I see a nose. Hi. There's some tasty snacks here. There we go. There she is. Hey, sweet girl. She loves the avocado, and we actually mix it with banana. She's excited. Yeah. Favorite. Enjoy that snack. Perfect.
Every day is magical at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. But for Mac, the African bull elephant, today is once in a lifetime.
So today is Mac's 40th birthday. So we are getting together a little birthday party for him. We have a birthday cake made by our Animal Nutrition Center.
I like his sweet potatoes. His icing, yeah.
Oh yeah, his sweet potato ice.
Good boy, Mac, come on.
No time to waste. Mac loves a party.
The theme is St. Patrick's Day.
What are you planning on using the carrots for, Jen?
I'm gonna make little gold inside of his pot of gold. So use the watermelon for that.
Oh, very cool, okay.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Another favorite, frozen fruit treats.
So I'm going to be making these ice treats here and trying to coordinate with the rainbow that we're doing with the elephant team. I'm going to do sweet potatoes and carrots in one layer for orange, apples in the other for red, blueberries for blue. I'll be doing celery for green. And then one of Mac's favorites is bananas. All right, Mac, go on. Boy. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, yeah. Nailed it.
You guys ready?
Ready.
Yep, ready. Let's go.
St. Patrick himself would approve of this spread. Mostly.
Come on, Mac!
It's your big birthday celebration.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, I'm so excited. Here he comes.
Mac has a really big personality. He's just really fun to work with. As he's getting older, you can see that he is aging.
He is a distinguished older gentleman.
He definitely still has what it takes to keep up with our younger elephants. Keep going. Look at all this other stuff. There's so much more.
Uh-oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, happy birthday, buddy.
Oh. Look, there's watermelon.
You deserve that pot of gold.
He says, let me just knock these carrots off. I don't need those.
We don't need the healthy bit.
Not necessary.
Oh, good boy.
Watermelon.
The watermelon. I like when he eats it and he closes his eyes.
Yes.
Because it's so good.
What a great birthday celebration.
Ooh, that's a big piece.
Oh.
He ate it. Uh-oh, brain freeze.
Mac has 2 young daughters at the park. 11-year-old Luna and 5-year-old Stella. But the team hopes that changes soon.
We are seeing more testosterone with him. We've been tracking his levels through his blood and in his behavior as well. So we're seeing it on the charts, but we're also seeing it behaviorally.
This change in behavior is called must.
Some of the signs of must for elephants is urine dribbling. They start secreting from their heads, those glands right near their ears. He's got a little bit of an attitude, he's a little crabby.
In the wild, male elephants and must square off with other males to attract females.
From someone outside the barn, they go, oh, that seems terrible. For us, we're actually really excited that he's got a little bit of an attitude now.
At the right time, to the right female, a musty Mac is quite the catch.
All right, Nadira down. Good girl.
And the team hopes 16-year-old Nadira could be the one.
Nadira, foot. That's a good kid. Good foot.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, Nadira, ear. Back up. Steady. Nadira, ear. Good, steady.
Today we're gonna do a blood draw from Nadira's ear. We're gonna use that blood draw to see if she's cycling. It's not painful, it's just a little butterfly needle, and the ear is the thinnest part of their skin. So most of the time they don't even feel it, they don't even realize it's happening. And then right afterwards, they get a big treat. All done.
Using the blood draw, Liz performs a quick test to determine if Nadira's ovulating.
It only takes a few drops, and then 15 minutes. Very, very faint, but I see it. If you see anything, it means that it's positive. That means that she might get pregnant.
Steady. Good girl. Nadira's on her way.
She's gonna spend some time with Mac this morning.
Science says it's the perfect time for a meeting with Mac. But now, it's up to the two of them to make the magic happen.
That's exciting. Hopefully it happens.
Good girl, Nadira. Mac's waiting. Don't eat GoPros.
At Gorilla Falls, while Gino the silverback grapples with family life. Just across the hill, Animal Kingdom's bachelor group takes it easy.
There are 4 gorillas in our bachelor troop. This is Kajana right here. He's the biggest male in our troop, and he's our leader. Gus is all the way back that direction. This is the Wadi, Spike's half-brother. Oh, here comes Spike. He's the one that's coming up the hill over here. Spike and Zawadi, they're very close. They spend a lot of time very close together.
Male gorillas who don't have families form all-male squads like this one.
These bachelor troops are necessary, and it actually happens in the natural environment as well. These guys have lived here most of their lives. They've been here since the park opened. Their relationships are just as important as the family relationships.
Despite living separately, the two groups are on friendly terms.
They can see over into the family habitat really well. Spike is actually one of our gorillas that spends a lot of time orienting to the family. He'll actually sit and make googly eyes at Lily.
But sometimes, Spike struggles to make it to his lookout.
A couple of years ago, Spike came down with an illness. He basically lost the ability to move his back legs. He was essentially paralyzed.
Spike was infected with rat lungworm, a parasite transferred through snails.
Sometimes you have no symptoms at all, but sometimes it affects the brain and the spinal cord, and you can be paralyzed, just like what happened with Spike.
Because of our amazing veterinary staff here, we were able to treat him.
With the help of physical therapy specialists, the team designed a program to help him regain his mobility.
To see him go from being an animal in such a compromised condition to recovering from his illness being able to walk again, reuniting with the group, it's been such a wonderful experience. He's an amazing animal, but he still has lasting effects from what happened back then. So he has some good days and some bad days.
All right, we're ready for Spike and Zawadi.
So every month or so, I go down and visit with Spike because we want to make sure that his quality of life is really great.
Spike and Zawadi are in the yard.
There's Spiky.
Worryingly, keepers notice a decline in Spike's mobility.
See how he's dragging that foot.
You see how he's bearing weight on his right leg and that left leg is leaning in? That's worse than it was. That looks not very good.
The more he's using it, he tires out, and then that's when it starts to drag more.
He's a big animal. It's a lot when both of your legs aren't feeling great. I am really worried. His knees aren't working the way they should, and I'm very concerned about what's happening there.
Spike needs to be sedated for an examination as soon as possible.
In the immediate sense, we'll start him on some anti-inflammatories to get him better, more immediate.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
About 100 miles southeast of the park sits Disney's Vero Beach Resort. And as night falls, some extra special guests are due.
We always have to remember to look behind us too, because they could be coming up just behind us as we walk.
Conservation Programs Manager Rachel waits on the beach to welcome them.
So we're out here on the beach this evening to look for loggerhead sea turtles so that we can study them and perform health assessments on them. We could see 3 different species this evening, the loggerhead, which we're looking for, also green sea turtles and leatherback sea turtles. We estimate that only 1 in 1,000 sea turtles survive to adulthood, which is why every single egg and every single hatchling matters a lot.
Every year, mama turtles make thousands of nests along this stretch of coastline. The team uses night vision to avoid disturbing them.
We're hoping to see either turtles emerging directly from the surf or a turtle that's already begun her nesting process. So I see something moving up in the bushes. Yeah. I think she's like up in the dune. Yeah, she's up there. Awesome. It's a green turtle. They're notorious for going up in the vegetation and making a huge mess. There she comes. We're staying back at the water's edge and watching her from a distance because we are only out here to study loggerhead sea turtles tonight. They'll lay a new nest every 2 weeks or so for the entirety of the nesting season. This sometimes results in 600, 700, 800 eggs per nesting female. It's amazing to see.
As dawn breaks, Rachel heads out to see if any other turtle mamas have laid.
It's reading the sand for clues. We call it turtle CSI. There's one. As we found a new loggerhead nest, we can see these lovely tracks coming up from the ocean, ascending up the beach, and then we see this lovely big fluffy pile of sand, and that's our indicator that this is a nest.
Every 2 to 3 years, female loggerheads journey thousands of miles to nest in the same area they hatched from.
When the nesting female came up here last night, she dug out an egg chamber that looks like sort of an upside down light bulb. And she did that entirely with her rear flippers. After that point, she went into the camouflaging phase. She meticulously covered the nest back up to make sure that she protected this nest from predators.
Eggs laid, the mama loggerhead leaves and doesn't come back. Rachel steps in to monitor and protect the nest.
I'm digging to verify the clutch location. We only dig until we find the top egg in the clutch. I can feel the top of the clutch here. We don't pull any eggs out. We don't disturb the nest at all.
You find it already?
I found it, yep. I got it on the first hole. So I'm just putting some protective flagging tape around this nest to make sure that everyone knows where not to step. Danielle's packing in the sand really tight and make sure to leave it exactly as we found it. These nests are temperature dependent in terms of what sex the hatchlings becomes. The warmer eggs will turn into female hatchlings and cooler eggs will become males. We at Disney like to affectionately call that hot chicks, cool dudes to remember it. She tries to find that sweet spot in the sand where the upper half of the nest is slightly warmer than the lower half of the nest.
In around 2 months, the little hatchlings will make their way to the sea.
Loggerheads are rapidly declining elsewhere throughout their range. So we're really happy to be able to see them thriving here in Florida. It's just due to all the conservation efforts of so many decades, so many people.
Over at the elephant barn at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the team hopes romance is in the air.
So Mac's already stationed in the bull yard. He's been hanging out there for the last hour or so. But here comes Nadira, and we'll see what happens. So this is their initial greeting. This is great behavior. Like, Nadira is comfortable enough and she's confident enough to go up to him. She wants him to interact with her, which is great. And then her turning. So her walking away might seem like she's not interested, but that's just kind of how this process goes. And if he were to stop at any moment, you'll probably see her stop as well so that he can catch up. And now she's coming back just to kind of see what he's doing. There is a little bit of flirting, I guess you could say. Like sparring between the two of them. It's a lot of sniffing.
But will Mac make his move?
Oh, here he comes. Maybe? She's moving. She'll stop, hopefully sometime soon.
Elephant romance can't be rushed.
So this is probably gonna go off and on all day. This is always like the frustrating part. So they're both being very polite. They're both being very gentle.
Mac moves at his own pace.
We'll keep them together for most of the day still, and we'll probably give them more opportunities throughout the week.
But Nadira wants to move things along.
That's definitely something that we are looking for. We want her to stand for him. There he goes.
A perfect elephant meeting.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully get a little baby Nadira.
Over at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, the stables at Tri-Circle D Ranch are home to a fairy tale star in training.
I'm excited for your big day.
Say hello to Lily.
Lily's training to be a Cinderella pony for our Disney's Fairy Tale Wedding.
People from around the world choose Walt Disney World Resort to host their weddings. And at some, Cinderella's ponies transport couples to their happily ever afters.
It does take a lot of work to become a Cinderella pony. To be a part of someone's special day is truly magical. Are you ready? She says, just eating breakfast. She's in no hurry. She says, you guys move on my time.
Today, little Lily needs a big breakfast.
It's a special day for Lily because she's heading to Disney's Wedding Pavilion to practice for the fairy tale wedding. Are you ready for your big day?
If the training goes well, Lily will be in line for her first real wedding.
But what we want to do is make sure all of the spots are off. So it's very important that she's looking her best. Get your hair out of your eyes. Hi, Elsa. Good morning. So this is Elsa. This is Lily's friend that is going to support her. Elsa says hello. Yeah, it's a good girl. This is actually the first time that Lily's going to put on the wedding harness. Key is to make sure that everything we do, she's like, ooh, scratch me, is comfortable for her. And when she goes out there, we want her to feel her best.
All right, Lily, let's go.
Beyond the ranch, Walt Disney World Resort brims with activity.
The first step for Lily's training is for Lily to be confident out there because she's going to encounter a lot. They see lots of children, strollers, balloons. We want to make sure that she enjoys all of it.
In today's session, Lily will see one of the park's most famous features for the first time. The monorail.
Makes a lot of noise and it's higher than them. So we want to make sure that they're not afraid of anything. We don't want her to be scared. We want her to come over here and be really relaxed doing her job. Are you ready to go?
Elsa, are you ready to show her the ropes?
Do the monorail, pretty girl. All right, step. She's licking her lips. That's showing she's relaxed. She's not tense anywhere. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Training session 1 is a win. Time to rest before the next challenge.
All right, off we go.
All right.
Over at the veterinary treatment room, the team welcomes a special guest. Bachelor gorilla Spike's decreased mobility has Dr. Natalie worried about his quality of life.
Today, we're going to do a CT scan of both his knees.
1, 2, 3.
So we have our veterinary technicians, we've got 3 veterinarians, we've got all of the husbandry staff. So there's going to be a lot of folks here today.
He weighs 175 kilograms. Thankfully, we have our hydraulic table. Yes. I'm liking what I'm seeing on the ECG. Okay. Good boy. Awesome.
1, 2, 3. Stop. Stop.
Keeper Courtney has worked closely with Spike since his parasite infection.
He's one of my favorite gorillas. We've seen him have some pretty dramatic ups and downs. We don't always know what's gonna happen, so it's always a little bit scary. Each time he has one of those downward slumps, we don't know if he's gonna come out of it as well as he did the last time.
He's staying nice and cozy. ECG hooked up, and he's got a nice steady rhythm there.
The CT scan uses a series of X-rays to create a 3D map of Spike's skeleton.
Looking through these images that we took of Spike's knee, I'm not seeing anything obvious. I can make some things out, but nothing that would be causing the degree of discomfort that he gets.
Oh, big man.
I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed.
The team needs to know how compromised Spike's mobility is.
We've got our occupational therapist here, and she's going to be able to actually touch his knee, which she's not been able to do for a very long time.
So right now we're really just looking at a lot of his passive range of motion. Seeing how everything moves, we're gonna look a lot at symmetry to see if one side is doing the same thing as the other side.
The therapists find something deeply troubling.
Look at the muscle tone here and then nothing right there. The musculature on his right side is very, very thick and very, very strong. When you compare that to what we see on his left side, you feel just soft tissue that really isn't able to be used the way that he is intended to use them.
Spike's condition is deteriorating.
This concerns me a lot.
It's hard to see. We want to make sure that he's not in any pain. Because he moves okay, but we just want to make sure that he's not hurting. Get you all harnessed up.
Back over at the ranch, 3-year-old Lily has a much bigger challenge ahead.
All right, Lily, you can do this. She's gonna be pulling the wagon with 3 other ponies here at Fort Wilderness Campground. This is the next big step for Lily to be a Cinderella pony. Nice and slow, bud. Go boy, easy. Slow.
Lily's pulling a training wagon today. Cinderella's out and about in her coach.
So we are hooking up Sherlock and Elsa to start with, and then we'll hook up Wilbur and Lily together. Take you over to Elsa here.
Very good, Lily.
So being in the lead helps Lily be able to move around. She actually is very confident by herself.
But walking as a team is a whole nother ball game.
She says she's ready to go. Okay, ready? Team step. Good girl, Lily. Good girl.
We're gonna go to the right, let her out. Okay, there you go.
Kind of an easy way to read the horse's body language here. One of the first things you can look at is their ears. With Lily, you can see her ears are kind of doing different things every few seconds. She's just trying to figure out what's happening and where she needs to be, where the other ponies are.
Just getting her tongue over, Deanna.
Okay.
Just a little bit of it.
Easy.
Easy.
Oh, whoa.
All right, let's stop for just a second, Deanna. Let me fix her.
Oh, whoa. Good girl. Good girl. I want her to stay straight and not walk sideways or be looking around too much.
After an adjustment to her harness, Lily is ready to try again.
Team step.
Easy, easy. Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Here we go, Lily.
The only way to pass this challenge is together.
So I need to make sure I have all 4 of the ponies even with each other. So I'm pulling on my left line here on Wilbur and Lily to get them to turn. There we go, Lily. Bring her back. Good girl, Lily.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Girl, easy.
Lily is doing amazing. She is going through the turn beautifully. She is taking charge and really showing that she's going to be an amazing lead pony.
And Lily's first wedding is already booked.
I can't wait to see her first wedding.
She was born to be a Cinderella pony. Good girl, Lily.
Good girl. That was so good.
She says, I kind of like
Next
this
to the
stuff.
wedding. Huh.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting.
100 miles away at Vero Beach, Conservation Representative Caitlin checks on loggerhead turtle nests that have just hatched.
3 mornings ago, we noticed in this particular nest, there was this little divot of sand here and dozens of little teeny tiny turtle tracks coming down out of the sand. We give them 3 days to make it out on their own, let nature take its course. And then after that time, that's when we're gonna dig in and do the science work. We're excited to see what we find. My hope is to find a lot of empty eggshells, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit excited every time I found a hatchling who needed a little help in the nest. I'm gonna dig down through, see what we find here. First handful. Oh, check it out. We got a whole nice egg right there. That's awesome. This is probably an unfertilized egg, and that happens. Turtles land for this. Lay as many as you can, and hopefully the majority of those eggs are gonna hatch out and make it to sea. I'm loving the color and texture of all the empty shells we're putting out. It's nice, healthy, white, papery shells are a great sign that these eggs had a really easy time on the beach and developed really well.
To find out how successful the nest is, Caitlin counts up the contents.
We have 79 empty eggshells. That means 79 sea turtles hatched out of this nest here, which is a really, really great number. Only 5 that didn't make it or develop, and that is at one heck of a success rate. That's really, really great for this nest and for sea turtles in general.
Caitlin has several nests to check.
You can see just how many came out. These tracks all lead straight to the water, which is a great sign. Oh, something's moving. No way! Hi, buddy! Check it out! Amazing! This is a loggerhead hatchling, and he is ready to go. Looks like he was just sitting at the top of the nest, but we'll give him a little bit of a helping hand right now. We'll let him go. I don't want to delay him.
This little one has a huge swim ahead that will take more than 24 hours.
It's literally like a marathon. Off the coast of Florida, there's a big patch of algae that they can hide in. There's food in there for them. I know it looks rough right now, but it's a good way to get his strength up before he has to swim. It's the first time he's used those muscles. So hard to watch as he it just keeps getting beat back. It'll take a couple tries, but he'll get out.
Oh, it always feels so incredible to be able to give a hatchling a helping hand. And if it's a female, we're gonna see her come back in 30 years. See you later, little guy. Good luck.
Good morning, Lily.
Dawn at the stables.
All right, Lily, we have a surprise for you. It's your big day. Ready for your surprise, Lily?
Lily, look, it's your mom. She's gonna go with you today.
Make sure that
Finally, it's a wedding day. And the ponies need pampering.
And we put a bunch of soap all over them and we scrub them down. Make sure to scrub their manes and their tails, their faces, and even their hooves. Lily, you're all clean. It's time for you to get dressed and ready to go. All right?
Come on, Mom.
The team gets ready backstage at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. And today, only Cinderella's coach will do.
Lily, you're gonna be great today. Your mom's behind you and Deanna's driving. You're gonna be awesome today.
Team step.
Good girl, Lily.
Good girl, Lily. Good girl.
Disney's wedding pavilion is half a mile away.
Good job, Lily.
Slow down, Deanna. I got an honor rail coming in the bay right now. Okay. That's a good girl. Good girl.
Good job, Lily. This is exactly what we've been preparing for with Lily. She looks like she's been doing this her whole life.
Walk out. Good girl. Step. Step.
Team step.
Good girl. Step.
Easy. And wolf. All right, now we're just gonna wait for our bride to come out.
She did so good. She's so relaxed. She says everyone gets scratches.
Scratches are nice anytime.
Girl.
But Lily's waited her whole life for this moment.
Oh my God, it's incredible. I feel like Cinderella. So magical.
Your Prince Charming awaits. Good girl, Lily.
Good girl, Lily. I am beyond excited. We knew her destiny from the beginning, and to see it all come together has just been truly magical.
Lily finally gets her wish. As for the fairy tale bride,
I finally found my Prince Charming.
Guess what I found?
Oh, good girl.
We are having a very busy day today. We have a reproductive specialist here.
it's been 3 months since Mac and Nadira's first mating meetup.
So we do have blood results that indicate she is pregnant. I'm really happy. It's something that the team, we've been working towards it for a very long time. And what we are hoping today is being able to conduct the ultrasound and have more confirmation.
Ultrasounds can only image a foot beyond the probe.
So going through their thick skin is quite difficult. So what we do is we go rectally. All right, I'm going in with the probe. In. Daddy. Nadira. Daddy.
Dr. Wendy aims for Nadira's uterus.
Girl, I'm a few inches off, so close. So I'm wondering if do you want Dr. Ryan wants to try to stick his hand in because he has longer arms.
I'll give it a try. I'm gonna get messy. Hope I don't strike out, huh? I think I have some extra britches in my office.
Try to come back towards her feet, you know what I mean? There we go. There. Hold on. That is tip of the uterus right there. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of vasculature there. Looks suspicious of a pregnant elephant.
Dr. Wendy sees extra blood flow in the area, a positive sign. But even with Dr. Ryan's long arms, the key shot lies out of view.
It appears that part of the uterus that we need to image has already fallen over the brim of the pelvis, so we can't access it with the angles and the depth that we can access in there.
Even though we weren't able to see an actual photo of the elephant baby, there were still signs on the ultrasound that indicate she is pregnant. So I still feel really good about it.
The gestation for an elephant is 22 months. So it is almost 2 years.
We have several opportunities to try to get another one.
Back at Vero Beach, early morning crowds gather for a race with a difference.
Welcome to the 15th annual Tour de Turtles! The Sea Turtle Conservancy created the Tour de Turtles program, helping to release turtles every single year here at Disney's Vero Beach Resort. So here we have 2 female loggerhead sea turtles that successfully deposited their nests on the beach last night. And right now we're here applying satellite transmitters to the top of their shell. Our 2 sea turtles are swimming alongside 19 other sea turtles that are participating in the Tour de Turtles this year from locations all throughout the Caribbean.
The trackers allow biologists to monitor sea turtles away from their nesting beaches.
These transmitters don't harm the turtle at all, and they fall off naturally after a couple years. They're going to help us learn really valuable information about the foraging pathways of several sea turtle species, their migrations, how and when and why they use these different habitats, so that we can be sure to best protect them in the areas that matter most.
All right, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The mamas will swim hundreds or even thousands of miles to reach their foraging grounds.
And they are off, not to return for probably 2 more years to this nesting beach to come and lay more eggs.
As the turtles begin their long migration, the work at Disney goes on.
We've seen our green turtle population numbers go up across the state of Florida, and our loggerhead sea turtle population is remaining stable. My biggest hope is that this trend will be mirrored in populations across the rest of the world. That's why we're all in this role and we're committed for the long haul.
Walt Disney's dream was to create living, breathing parks for guests to enjoy. Here, thousands of cast members nurture that dream and help it to flourish. Through happy times and sad.
We had to make the hard decision of euthanizing Spike. Despite the fact that it was devastating for us, it was something that we needed to do. He was getting worse, and we needed to make the right decision for him. These are some of the hardest days.
For me, being able to meet these gorillas, to meet Spike, and to work with you guys, I've been able to spend so much time with them, and I've learned so much more. And we've had hard times. And you guys have been able to get them through the hard times and keep them as a cohesive, friendly group. And to me, that's been remarkable and a highlight of my career, to be able to do that.
Thank you. So I'm gonna give these guys a call and we'll watch the boys come out and you can kind of get a feel for how they're doing now. Hey, are you guys ready to ship boys out?
They're coming out now.
Here we go.
Oh, there's Gus. Yes, our old man.
The bachelor gorillas are still coming to terms with the loss of Spike.
So see, normally Kajana would run. Hey, bud. He's looking back. He's making sure Gus is there. He's definitely adjusting.
How's Zawadi been doing?
Zawadi used to always pace himself according to Spike. So Spike was often very slow because of his ability. And you can see he's coming right out. He's moving out further because he doesn't have to do that anymore. You know, they were together for 25 years. And so it's a complete change. It's really interesting because gorillas actually do seem to grieve almost like people. It's been really hard for the gorillas. And it's been really hard for the caregivers as well. I want them to understand how proud we are of them for all the efforts they gave for Spike and how much better they really did make his life. I think that is the one thing to be said about being a keeper and being a vet is that this is kind of what we signed up for is we know this is going to happen and we make things work and we move forward even when the bad things happen. And I think that's what makes us so strong. We'll all get through it because that's what we can do for Spike.
I need a hug.